wherever you might be. It is currently like 11 o'clock or so, where I'm at. I had to redo this since, you know, my mic wasn't on. But we got all the way through Chapter 1 yesterday on Dead Space here, and I forgot to put it to where my videos save. So that entire video just does not exist. So we're going to go back through Chapter 1, just so that way when I do upload to YouTube, just because my videos here on Twitch, I do post those to YouTube as well. I want to make sure that I have each chapter covered, that way I'm not leaving important pieces of the game out. And considering that Chapter 1 is where everything first begins, I feel like it's important to have that included. So we're just going to go ahead and go through the first chapter again, but since we've already gone through it, it shouldn't take that long at all. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick to easy, just, you know, for the sake of my personal sanity. I was already screaming yesterday with it being on easy mode, just going through the first chapter, so we'll just leave it where it's at right now. I'm really sorry that we have to go back through this, guys, but hey, on the bright side, at least if we go back through, we know for a fact that we're not going to miss anything, and that's what matters. Just to make sure everyone's on the same page, I'm not leaving anyone out of the loop. There's a lot of people who haven't played this game, you know, myself included. I've never finished this game, so... I do have quite a few theories about this game, though, but we'll wait until after the first intro clippets before I decide to go into any of that. We'll wait until we actually get into the gameplay, but it actually is fairly interesting when you're playing the game and going through the storyline, because when you first start, there's a lot of things that could be happening, but let me be quiet here so you can hear.
I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just stop. I'm falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her. Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you're catching up to do.
Alright, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
That chunk of rock is actually a mining operation.
Aegis 7 is gold
Yep, it's an
mining
intergalactic
site
mining
reports.
operation.
Cobalt, silicon, osmium. Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
So that's Ishimura.
Now, one part of my theory is that that rock is rather close to that ship, so I feel like it might have something to do with it, with what's going on the ship.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail them. And stay clear of that debris field. We're here to fix their ship, not the other way around.
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
Their dialogue is rather impressive.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if it power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Never heard of a total communications blackout on one of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
What is that?
After going from
It's a busted
complete
array like
silence
we
to hearing
thought.
that, I think
Sounds like
that'd
they're
be a
having
sign.
problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
All right, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the
Okay, they're starting to crash, right? Watch the character that's sitting in that seat, okay? The two that are standing up there, they end up, you know, flying around and everything, but watch the character sitting in the seat. He has no seatbelt, no nothing. I found that hilarious when I first started this yesterday. They're gonna crash land. Spoil it for you, but I mean, it's kind of obvious they're crash landing. See, and look, they duck down, they're on the ground, you see a flash of light. I mean, with that kind of impact, you'd assume everybody would just kind of go flying, right? But here, the lights come back on. they're picking themselves up off the ground.
the hell
Your
were you
character is
thinking?
still
Were you
just
trying to
sitting
get us
there, and
killed?
he's just like,
I
no
just saved our
seatbelt,
asses,
we're
Miss
good.
Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle
So
down. Let's get
now
to
we
this.
are on
Corporal,
the ship
report.
that they were originally
I'm not
coming
getting any
to
readings
fix.
from the port booster, and we've lost
For
comms
some
and
reason, what
autopilot.
happened was the
It'll
magnetic
take some time to
field
fix.
All right.
kind
Let's
of
get some
just
extra hands
pulled
from
them
flight deck
in.
to help out.
And see, right now they have no
Let's
idea
do
that
it.
there's even
I'm
anything
thinking of
amiss
everyone's ripping the ship.
on this ship.
Okay, we're
But
done.
obviously,
Clean bill
if
of
there's
health for
repairs
everyone.
needed, there's got to
All
be a
right.
reason why.
We've still got a job to do. We're moving out.
And then, your suit here that your character is wearing, that blue that's on the back, that is actually your health gauge. So each individual segment, you know, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 segments as of right now. And so when each of those segments goes down, that's kind of what indicates that you're going to need to heal yourself. So if you guys happen to see my health go down, you're going to be feeling the panic just like I am. Okay, so we got the controls here. I already know that. And I'm not just going to run through Chapter 1. I am going to try to, you know, explain this as much as I can, because I have gone through Chapter 1 a couple times. So just for everyone that's watching, I'll kind of try to walk you through it and explain to you what's happening, because some of it can be kind of hard to follow if you don't understand, like, what your objectives are, and if you don't listen to the dialogue. It is kind of difficult to figure out what you're doing. I mean, not to the point where it's, you know, difficult to complete the game. I mean, in some parts, yeah. And, you
Guess
know,
the power's
at least
down
in
everywhere.
Chapter 3, that's just the furthest
Isaac,
I've got.
Get over here and hack the door pad.
Okay, so this is where you first come in. As you can see, all flights canceled. There's a ton of, like, error messages, I'm assuming is what those are, because if nothing's working...
Seems like
you know
everyone
what
was
I
trying to
mean?
pack in a hurry.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
That security console's still live. Isaac, log in and see what you can find. Kendra, get that elevator back online.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go through here.
Through the damn tower.
And this is where you get your first introduction as to what's to come. Right away, there's blood on the floor. It kind of tells you what you're walking into. And in here, it's just completely stained with blood.
Use the locator system to find your next objective.
Okay, so pretty much all that is, you know, you tap on the right stick, and it'll just display a line to where you're supposed to go. That's actually really helpful. It's helped me quite a bit. We'll boot up the
Doesn't look
damage
good.
report.
She's taking a lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around is going to be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
What the hell?
I'm gonna make sure you can have a good
Filtration
view.
system restarted. Everybody relax.
What was that? Did you hear that?
Not sure.
You see those particles falling from, like...
I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
The reason why I have my theory is because... Okay, remember how I said that mining operation, that rock was rather close to the ship? So, when they said that the contamination stuff was going, right,
Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of
let's
there!
get through here. Okay, so when they said that the contamination thing had been activated, right, one thing that I noticed is that okay, so when they said that the contamination thing had been activated, okay, and it had been, you know, activated once the air conditioning or, you know, the circulation had been going through, okay, you saw those things that were kind of falling from the ceiling. A part of me almost thinks that maybe what's on this ship, you know, you kind of got a taste of what those things look like. You got to see what they look like, the thing that kind of attacked me when I was going into the elevator. Those things, I think that there might be some kind of contamination, like a... Oh God, what's the best way to explain it? You know how kind of like a zombie infection goes? You know, you get bit or something like that. It's kind of like that, I guess. So I guess my theory is that they didn't start out like that, but we'll get into that later because it's still hard to understand things. We're still getting started. So we will go ahead and we will figure this out. This here, if you find anything like this, you have to shoot this to deactivate this, because this essentially is keeping the door closed. So you shoot that, and then that'll unlock that. That was the best way that thing could have possibly died. I swear. I have never trapped one of those things in the door before, but that was pretty cool. But yeah, you can see how creepy this is. Like, is that a bone, or is that like an appenditure? I don't know. Obviously, it must do a lot of damage to people because, I mean, they shove those things right through. I mean, gotta be kind of hardness to that. You can kind of tell. It almost looks like a lobster. Like a lobster claw? Or like, not a claw, but a lobster leg? Or like a crab leg? God, I'm never gonna eat crab legs again now. I probably should have said that. I just scarred my own damn... That's a lovely arm that's just sitting on the floor, but that's fine. Am I going the right way? Yes. So as I said, I've already been through Chapter 1, so just to, you know, for the sake of time, I'm gonna try to go as quick as I can, but like I said, I'll still explain things. This way over here is a dead end, from this way anyway, so we're just gonna continue on. I do pick up as many health packs as I can. The only, like, bad part is that your inventory space when you're first starting, it'll get full rather quick. Like, you can't pick up very much of anything. And then all the audio logs, I pick those up too.
They use the vents. That's how they're getting around the ship. Stay away from down. Get back. Get back.
Okay, just in case you guys couldn't hear that audio log, pretty much that just said that the creatures that we're battling are using the vents to get to where they need to go. So they pop out through the vents, and that's essentially what you have to watch for, because they do just kind of come out of nowhere. Let's see.
Isaac! 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 God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Put your voice down. Whatever they are, they're not friendly. Half the doors on this ship are locked because of the quarantine. Now, we have to get to the bridge. But first, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I'll get you out of here alive. Now, what's wrong with the tram?
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You figure it out, and I'll help you.
Okay, so Nicole is his, your character's partner that was actually working on this ship, and that's the whole reason why he himself is here, is he wants to find her. So essentially we have to fix that tram so that way they can get to where they need to go. And I'm just kind of stuck over here on this side, whereas they're on the complete other side. Yes, her name is Nicole. That is correct. Y'all saw that shadow, right? Like, it wasn't just me, right? I'm gonna try to be mindful of what I'm picking up. Sorry, folks, I had to cough, so I turned my mic off. Didn't want to deafen anyone. I'm still doing okay on inventory space, so we'll go ahead and we'll just pick up the ammo. I mean, I'll probably need it anyway. That thing isn't dead, by the way. And just for good measures, I blow the... Look at how creepy these things are. Like... What is happening? Like, what even is that? That is what they started as. You know, when I post this to YouTube, I wish that the viewers could see the screaming comments because...
engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut him apart.
Okay, so what that said is you have to take him out at the limbs. That's the best way to do it. We're gonna save. Okay, I am gonna overwrite the save that we just did yesterday because what's the point of keeping it when the video doesn't exist anymore? You know what I mean? Hey, at least we're gonna have some progress here. At least we're gonna, you know, have this video available for more people than just the people that are watching live. That's what matters to me. Alright, so now we have to go back over here and backtrack. I think this over here leads to the tram tunnel. Yes, that is correct. So we go through here. A body falls. That's actually lovely decoration. I love what you've done with the place. You know, I feel like these aliens are almost like picking up after children.
Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
By dismembering enemy limbs and doing extra damage.
You know, I love how they tell you 3 times in a row not to shoot him in the body. As if we didn't hear it the first time. They're just like, hey, just in case you weren't listening, we're gonna give you 2 more chances. We got some credits, that'll come in handy. Okay, so now we found the stasis module. Okay, so stasis packs are actually really difficult to find.
Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Usually, if you... There's power nodes that you can pick up, and you find those in electrical boxes. You have to walk up to them, and then you have to click A if you're playing on the Xbox, so that way you activate it, kind of like you're trying to open something. But you can make the stasis packs with the power nodes. The only issue is that you also use the power nodes to upgrade your suit, and I also believe you use it a couple of your weapons, if I remember right. I know that they're used for upgrades, so, you know, if you don't have to use those, that's probably the most preferable. See, this is what I mean by this game has a lot of scare factors. It just shuts the light off on you, and you can hear things walking around, but you can't see anything. You know, and so when you're first playing and that happens, you start panicking. You don't know if something's gonna come after you. You don't know if you're about to die. Like, there's a lot of things that could happen, and you're just not sure what's going on. So, like right here, see these vents, how they have the fans and stuff? They bust through those. Like, over there, they're gonna bust through over there. Spoiler alert, but that's what they're gonna do. And I'm probably still gonna scream just as bad as I did before. But this is what I meant. These, electrical boxes. This is what they look like. And then, these are the power nodes. You want to pick as many of those up and don't waste them. Because there's only so many in, like, each chapter for you to pick up. Okay, so I'm gonna explain this here because they don't explain it. when you activate this, you have to use your stasis power. When that arm starts coming out, you have to activate that with the stasis. That way it slows it down and it doesn't just ram right into the side here. I'll show you what it does if you don't. It doesn't have enough time, really, you know, before it, like, contracts, and then, you know, then you have to start over again. But you have to get both sides. And see, here's the hard part. They decide that they want to come out and play right as you're trying to do that. Is this an audio log? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Listen up,
As you can see, I've gotten a little good with my aiming. Just because I've been through Chapter 1 so many times, and you know, it was completely unintentional for me to have to come back through it again today, but rather be thorough than, you know, leave people wondering, where's Chapter 1? Where's Chapter 1? You can find stasis recharge things every once in a while on the walls. Not very often, but essentially all that did is it's moving that broken tram off the tracks, and it's going to put a different one on. That way it's functional.
Isaac, you did it. The tram is blocking the whole system. When you get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
And see, here's the new one that it's going to replace it with. Oh, fuck! Sorry, did not mean to swear. Oh my god. That was terrifying. I was not expecting him, and I've been through Chapter 1 how many times? Turn around, and he's just standing there. Like, look at that. Ick. Okay. Well, now that we did that, we can go back this way. That scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting him to just be standing there and lurking. Oh god. Hi. Can I shoot you? No, I can't. Also, guys, don't be surprised if you hear someone else in the room. It's just my wife. We do happen to share a rather small apartment, so the odds of hearing each other is rather large. I did not realize that there was things written on this floor. Don't believe the lies. Read what they're really saying. Okay, I wish I could take a screenshot of this because I'm actually gonna take a picture of this with my phone. It almost seems like there's symbols there, almost like it's a different language, you know, maybe it's the alien language, and it seems like whatever this is must have decoded it, you know what I mean? Like, maybe somebody figured out what meant what, and they wrote it on the floor, but that's a good thing to know. So, we're gonna use this for reference. This is right in front of the cargo room door, so hopefully we'll remember later on down the line that that's where that is, in case we need it. We might need it later on in the game, though. That might be some kind of, like, Easter egg that is meant to help you that most people overlook. So we're just gonna keep that in our files. If anyone else does need that, I do have a screenshot of it that can be used, and we can try to figure stuff out. But I honestly, in Chapter 1, and Chapter 2 both, I've never needed anything like that. But like I said, it might be some kind of Easter egg, so we're just gonna keep it just in case. Why do you run like that? Why are you built like that? You're built like a big bean. Pick up those credits, I'll take that. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for collectibles in this room, so we're just gonna keep on going. keep on trucking so we can get through this chapter as quick as we can so we can move on to the next. We haven't even covered chapter 2 yet on my streams, so a baked bean. Baked bean that.
Isaac, you still
God, I'm
need to
gonna
find
have
the
to
data
show
board to the
everybody
tram
the
computer.
TikTok now,
It's in the
because
maintenance bay.
that's an old TikTok that I had
Isaac,
saved on
I've
my
patched into the
phone.
security system.
But it is,
It took some
I
work, but
love
I've
that
got the door to the
TikTok.
maintenance bay unlocked.
Oh my
The
lord,
data board should
totally
be
off
somewhere
topic,
inside.
but you will notice too that I say a lot of really random, off-the-wall things when I'm playing games, just because it's me. That's just who I am. Also, why is that body gone? Do you guys remember when I came down here and I said, he ain't dead? Y'all know that, right? And I shot his ass. And he's gone again. Okay. I don't like that. Even though I've been through this chapter, I still don't like that. Is that the right way? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go through here. Wait, I think it's on the other side, yeah. Okay.
Isaac, it's Kendra. It looks like the door to the storage room is locked. There should be a key somewhere in the maintenance bay.
So now I have to get the key for the maintenance room. As you can see, we have a lot of friends that would like to see us today, so why don't we just take care of these guys real quick. With these guys, you take off their heads, it does nothing. So, I'm gonna explain the difference between these things. This thing that's right here, you know how it looks a little different? I'm just gonna make sure nothing's dead by exploding it real quick. These look a little different because these actually are the humans that have turned into these things. And these are what they started as. This is what I'm assuming is what started everything, because they look totally different. And if you play the game and you're going through, you can tell the difference in how they look. See, these guys, they got the arms down there. You know, even their faces look different. Like, they look more humanoid. So you can tell. And that's why blowing their heads off does nothing, is because there's an entire, like, human body that they took over or something. I really don't know how that works, but I guess as we play through, you know, we'll get some answers to everything, and that's kind of how games go. You know, you don't find things out. I mean, you really want to know. You got a lot of questions, but you don't find out until later. Is this right? Yeah. Okay. Ah! No, sir. No, sir. You may not. Not in my Christian suburbs. Are you following me? Are you climbing? What are you doing? What? Ah! No! Get off of me! You disgusting little creepy thing. What? And you're behind me? Why? Where'd you come from? What? How many of you little things are there up here? What is this? A fucking party? Am I safe? I want a restraining order. I don't feel safe. God, can you put a restraining order against aliens? Because, like, I'd really like to know. Okay, let's just use our health pack. We should be fine. Okay, so apparently a medium health pack will replenish, like, 2 bars or so of health. So, at least we're not, like, dying. I don't think I need any more ammo. We're actually going to hold off on that. Just because if I come back through here at a later time and I need it. This is one of those games you have to, like, utilize resources, but be smart doing so. You don't want absolutely everything and then have your inventory space full, or, you know, something like that, because you never know what you're gonna run into. Maintenance key. And then this is just more ammo, so I don't need that. So now we go back down. We have to use that key. We have the audio log. Oh, it's a text log. Okay, pretty much all this says is all the repairs that they needed, essentially. I mean, if you guys wanted to pause the video, if you're watching on YouTube, and read all this yourself, that's perfectly fine. I'll scroll down and you should be fine there if you want to pause it. But it really doesn't tell you anything decent, it just tells you about all the damage. And unless you really get into the game and you want to know absolutely every little detail about everything, I mean, it's not really beneficial to sit there and read, but you know, it's there for a reason. They wouldn't just put it in if it was for no reason, you know, so hi everybody, if you want to read it, feel free. But this kind of goes to show just how cool this game really is. I mean, look at the mechanics of this. Like, what even is that? You know what I mean? Like, they've managed to make this ship, and it looks real, and this thing here, what is holding it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I find it really cool. I like looking around at all the scenery and everything that's in the ship, and I just like to, you know, compliment the way that they created the game. I mean, it's such an extensive map. I mean, you have an entire ship they made. I mean, who came up with the layout for that? That is ingenious. I mean, everything leads to something else, and there's so many doors that are always locked that you have to do something to unlock them. It's not like it's just, you know, willy-nilly just, oh, yep, go here, oh, yep, go there. No, like, you actually have to backtrack and, you know, go places, and it makes the game a little more thorough, I think, in my opinion. And I really like that. I like a game that isn't just, you know, quick, oh, run through, now we're done. You know, I do like a challenge. Okay, so I need to use the key on this door. And here's going to be another power node. The best thing that I have found to do is make sure that you grab those power nodes when you first start. Don't sit there and wait, because you will forget where they are, and backtracking to find them all is a pain. These things here, this bench, you use this to use your power nodes to upgrade your weapons and your suit. So you can upgrade the health of your suit, you can upgrade your stasis, you can upgrade pretty much anything. But keep in mind, sometimes it does take more than one power node. So, I mean, I usually don't upgrade anything until I get to, like, Chapter 3.
That's it, Isaac.
Like, middle of Chapter 2 to beginning of Chapter 3. I save all my stuff, because I don't want to waste it, you know? I guess the first chapter really isn't that bad. It's actually fairly easy. Compared to, like, say, Chapter 2. I mean, Chapter 2 isn't even that bad, but it gets a little more hairy and dicey in areas. But, like, I think first, like, actual boss battle, I think it's in Chapter 2. Either that or it's in Chapter 3, and I've just mistaken the chapters for one another. I really don't remember, but we're gonna get to that eventually anyway, so even if I'm wrong, you know, we'll find out as we go. So you can hear them running through the vents. You were supposed to be dead. I'm sorry, did you just see, well, there was, like, things that came out of that arm, and they were just, like, little tentacle things. Okay, so we're gonna go through this door and up this elevator. On the bright side, guys, we are getting pretty close to being finished with Chapter 1. We don't have a whole lot left. I already fixed the tram. I already got the, I think it was the data board from the maintenance room. I already got that, so now we just gotta bring that back at where it belongs. You see that? Ick. Credits. I'm gonna save real quick. Hey, on the bright side, guys, we've only been streaming for 35 minutes, and we've already made some decent progress. That's even better than I did in the video yesterday. But then again, I've already been through this chapter, so I guess that's why it's been so easy. It's not that impressive, you know, I've done it like 3 times, you know, because like I said, I messed up the other day, and on Twitch I didn't realize you have to actually change your settings manually to where your videos will save after you get done streaming. Otherwise, it's just a plain live stream. I wasn't aware of that. And so that entire live stream yesterday, you know, there's nothing, so figured I'd just redo it. Okay, so we got that going. They should talk to me pretty soon here. You'd think. Or do I have to do something else? Do I have to push that again? Or is it the thing over here? Yeah, it's this little terminal that I gotta activate.
Ship-wide tram system reinitialized. All trams now operational. Tram arriving at flight deck station. Quarantine lifted.
What I am gonna do is I'm gonna break this
Alright, we're
up
on board and heading
into
to the
chapters.
Bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to
Your
die
lack
out
of
here.
confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, as I was saying, is I'm gonna break this up into chapters just so that way it's easier for when I post on YouTube. I'm gonna finish chapter 1, and then we're gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna hop right back on and do chapter 2. That way I can individually save those videos and post those as separate parts. So that way I can do each chapter individually, and so that way everyone can click on whatever chapter they would like to watch. Let's see here. Gotta go down this hallway. Yo. Excuse me. Can you stop making weird noises? See, that body is gone. There was a body right here. That's the same dude that we tried to save, and he just kinda got eaten. Okay. So now, essentially, we're going back to where we first started from. Where the ship crashed. Now, the question that I've had this entire time, right, is this body is still here, but all the other bodies that we've come across, they've turned into those things. So, why hasn't this person changed, and why are they still there? It makes no sense to me. But we won't question things too much. We'll just continue on what we're supposed to be doing. We actually might finish this chapter in under an hour. Did you see him? Here, brother, here, track star. Just like, he runs like a raw chicken. Should I say he? Should I just say it? Like, what the hell that thing is, so. Look, it's like running away from me. That was pointless. Ran out and went to another vent is all it did. Oh, hey. Hey, honey, I'm home. Okay. Is that one dead? Yeah, it's blown to pieces. It's gotta be. Okay, so this is the flight lounge. This should be... Yeah, this is where we first started. There's some containers out here I wasn't able to open when we first started, but I could open them now.
It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
I'm gonna get these first. That's ammo. I did not realize there were credits in these cubbies. Maybe it's a good thing I redid Chapter 1, because I never knew that was there. So the ship should be out here, the one that we crashed. So we'll come out here. Took care of that problem. See, these things are totally different. They have, like, tails. It's weird. I don't know how to explain that. It's like... I don't know. It's like an alien mermaid. Okay, we have to run the damage diagnostics, so we'll come up here. Load. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of there. Keep in mind, that was like your only way of getting off this ship. Watching it just burst into flames and explode. And you're sitting there and you're like, damn, I'm never getting out of here.
Collision detected in the main hangar bay. Emergency crews have been notified.
I love how they call it a collision. Like, what did it collide with? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. You creepy little things.
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
What's happening? Everything just exploded, okay?
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Mathias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
How? I mean, look around us. How do you think?
Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Okay, so my inventory is full, so I'm gonna see what I can do here. I want that other stasis pack because they're so hard to find, so I'm just gonna drop my ammunition. And I'm gonna grab the stasis pack, because I'm planning on upgrading anyways once we get a little further. I think there is a way to upgrade your carrying capacity. I think when you upgrade your rig, it just kind of automatically does it, if I remember right. Okay. So we are actually approaching the end of Chapter 1, guys. We don't have much further to go. Let's make sure that I'm going the right way. Seems like everything's all good. This is taking us to the tram station. Once we activate that tram, we're all done, guys. And it'll be on to the next one. I've never heard an elevator that's so quiet. Okay. So we have the store here. This is what I was talking about. This is the end of Chapter 2, and once we activate that in there, or sorry, Chapter 1, my bad. Once we activate that, that'll end this chapter, but you never know. There might be stuff laying around. There might be things you can use. There's a bench over there if you wanted to, you know, go and upgrade anything. What I'm gonna do personally is I'm gonna go into the store. I have a gun that I really like to get every time I play, and it's this pulse rifle. But I also want the level 2 suit. Credits aren't that hard to find, so I'm gonna go with the suit first, because that increases your inventory slots and your amount of armor. Go ahead and do that for 10,000. And I think that'll leave us with like 2,000 left, so it will at least have a start, you know, if we're saving up for the gun. Alright, we got the suit upgraded. And let's see. Yeah, this is all you can really, like, get when you're in Chapter 1. As you go through the game, there's a couple other things that unlock. I'm not sure about when you get further. Let's check this, see what I can do. I can either do... I can do the gun, I can do the rig. Ooh, I don't know. The gun seems to be doing fine as it is, and maybe I'll just leave the rig too, because I seem to be doing fine. Okay. Well, I think that's it. We've done pretty much everything we can for now, so we're just going to activate this and finish up Chapter 1. And I'm going to end this stream, and I will start again for Chapter 2. So, thank you guys for watching Part 1. This is Chapter 1 completed, new arrivals. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will be working on Part 2 literally right after I get done with this one. So I'll probably have 2 uploads today, possibly more. I don't really know. I guess it depends on what I have going on today and how ambitious I am. So I would just be looking, you know, keeping your eye out for Part 2, and I'll just continue going until eventually we finish the game and we find something else to play together. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, see you later, guys. Deuces.